Hi everyone. Sorry it's a little later today than usual, but I had to wait until everything had settled in and was done with Alex and his assistant. So I hope you all are well, and I am going to adjust this a little bit. Seems like it's okay. So there seemed to have been a little bit of there was a little bit of a tie on the poll on our live stream on our Discord. So I made an executive decision and decided that we'll do My Neighbor Totoro. It's been a while since I worked on this, and I had just done decisions last week, I think. So I thought, yeah, it was a really hard decision because I really like both of them, and I was thinking, oh, I want to do that one too, but yeah, so you understand. So anyway, hi Nikki, welcome to my channel. I'm glad to see you're here, and I'm glad you could make a live. I'm still getting it all, figured out. So I added another piece of lighting, so we'll see if that works, see if it bugs me. It's down underneath my hoop, so we'll see. And hi, busy mom. And you're at work listening. Yeah. Hopefully you aren't having a too rough of a day. So I was doing some cleaning today because, we all have to do that. But then I got sidetracked. So I didn't get as much cleaning as I should have done. So yeah, I know. It's a thing. I have this thread. It's been a while since I worked on this section of the flowers. I thought, I kind of want to work on this part. I was doing a lot of the block stitching before, and I thought, maybe we'll try this. So I am going to make a box or a diagonal. I had been working on this with diagonals before, and whoops, that's the wrong button. And I do think that it does work pretty well in diagonals on this project. Especially there is a lot of confetti in these little flowers, which you would think this pattern would not have, but yes, it does. And that's probably why I often stop working on this, because it was kind of crazy. I started working on it originally in Royal Rose, and the circle was kind of making it difficult to figure out for sure how to make that work. So I'm not sure if you saw the beginning, but this is what I am working on today. It's super cute. It's from Witty Stitch Co. on Etsy. I have a bunch of their patterns. They are quite fun to stitch. And I'm looking at there we go. Hi, Maddie, and hi, Laura. Welcome in. So that's what I'm working on today. I know that will make some people happy, and others maybe not. But it's good. My stand is moving a little bit. So I did put up a poll, and 4 people voted. There were 2 for decisions and 2 for Totoro. And I had originally voted, and I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't vote. So I took my vote away, and it was tied. I'm just tightening this up a little bit. And it was tied, and then it was still tied. So I was like, well, okay, I guess it's my decision to make. So I decided on this. So I am going to check this. It looks like I was, I don't know what I was thinking, but I guess I was thinking that that was going to be enough to do some stitches, which obviously not. So I am going to actually remove that and end it. I'll end it here, and I'm gonna do that one too. So this is a 16 count Aida. I know we always say Ada, but I recently found out that this fabric is named after the opera, and I think it's pronounced Aida. That was a fun fact I didn't know about, which is really cool. It was actually first made by 𝐍𝐞𝐢𝐠𝐡. So, you know, they are the OG. I thought that was super interesting. I'm a bit of a fiber nerd, so I like hearing about history of things. So that was interesting to learn. But this is Luca S. Aida, and it is definitely not 𝐍𝐞𝐢𝐠𝐡. It is not that quality. It's still decent. It's better than the black. Was really bad. I could not work on the black at all. It was super tight and just, yeah. But this hasn't been too bad. I don't mind it so much. It's quite thin. So I was quite worried about how I was stitching and making sure that things weren't going to show through, but I'm kind of over that now. I don't think it's going to do that, so I'm not worrying so much. I'm going to leave that a little bit just because this is looser and I want to make sure that it will stay there. So, yeah. So what is everyone working on besides Dawn, who is at the work club? Okay, so I'm going to move that. Okay, I did move that. Okay, so my idea is I'll work on the parked threads first, and then I think I'll do min to max, because I do know there's a lot of little yellow. There should be a lot of yellow. Let's double check this real quick. We can do that. So yeah, there's a little bit of yellow, and so I think it would be easier to do min to max on this. And so that's what we'll do. So I'll set that up for min to max. Actually, I'm gonna I have it for min. Oh no, I have it in number. I'm gonna turn it off for now, just because I'm gonna work on the parked threads. So today I was while I was messing around, should have been cleaning house, like you do. I was messing around with my blended thread idea from Chris from Cross Stitch Meadow. And so I cut some paper and had folded some. And then, because I'm going to use that later, because I will stitch on that later when I finish stitching on this. And because this is considered one of my temperature stitching non-full coverage, which it's still full coverage, it's a holdover from when I called this non-full coverage. That's silly, but anyway, I would only do 100 stitches on it, but I also feel like these the Studio Ghibli patterns, I kind of want to work on it more than 100 stitches, but I also feel like maybe 500 might be too much. So we'll see what happens, and I will just work on it throughout the stream, and wherever I end up, I end up. And then I will work on decisions later, or Sweet Tooth, and then whatever happens, happens. I think that's what I'm going to go for today on those two projects. I think that I really like my 500 goal, but I don't want to work on the same project 2 days in a row. I think that's sort of what I've decided on. Oh shit, I forgot that that lamp is underneath my stand. How is the lighting for everyone? Does it look better at all? I'm trying to get less shadows. I'm gonna mark these just because it makes it easier. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. See if this pen works. I have water erasable pen on this, so I'm trying not to use the iron pens for that because they will, it's just, oh, that's not right, is it? Oh, man. That is, oh no, this one's wrong. The heck? Can't count. Okay, well, it's gonna stay there. Wait, that's... Okay, no, that's right. Yeah, I can't count, obviously. Shoot. I made a mistake last time I worked on this, obviously. This stitch right here is wrong. But, I will do something with that. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's been like a month since I worked on this. Oh, and I started a sprint already. I didn't set a goal just because I decided not to bother with a goal. So, is that right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll just do a sprint and whatever happens, happens. I probably will, this is not going to be a long stream anyway because Alex will wake up soon and I don't know, he was super tired. I don't know. Hopefully this medicine evens out soon and that stops being a problem. But, oh yeah, I do need to talk to his dad. I keep forgetting about that. Let me double check this. All right. Oh yeah, that's good enough for now. Okay, I just wanted to be able to park, and I can't count, so this makes it easier to count without having to count. Okay, so I'm going to park that there. Because of all the confetti, I think it's easier. It's a really weird angle. Let me see if I can move that. I noticed that the angle is really odd. Okay. How's that look? I'm trying to make sure that it's all in there. Oh yeah, I was going to plug my phone in too so it doesn't die midstream. My phone is getting, it's not old, but it's getting there. And this takes up quite a bit of battery. So we will do that. Oops, I just moved it. Oh. Okay, let me see if that works. I just moved it around, so. Okay, we'll try that. So I've been using Gemini to help me figure out lighting and all that stuff. And something that I guess Gemini hadn't taken into account was my height, which I didn't even think about because, I'm tall and I know it, but I never really thought about it. But, like a weird thing about me is that I have an extra vertebrae. So, and I'm really tall. I'm 5'11". Well, I think I've shrunk a little bit since I'm older now. So I'm 5'11", but I have an extra vertebrae in my back, which means that my upper body is quite long. And so I was like, wait a minute, so I've been getting advice as a normal sized woman. And I thought, well, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense, because it says, well, you were complaining a lot about your magnifying glass in the way, move it down. And I was like, well, I can't, because if I move it down, then I can't see because, my height. And then I was like, oh, I should mention that. I should mention that I have the extra vertebrae, all right? And Gemini was like, oh, that means that your upper body is the same length as somebody who is 6'4". And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know if that's true. That seems a little off. But so, yeah, this might be why I was having issues getting the lighting right and everything. So I got some more suggestions that I think seem to be good. Let's see. It's been really fun. I'm enjoying all the tinkering. Oops. That's the one thing about this fabric is it's very holey. So, so it's been interesting, to say the least. Oh, I don't usually like reds, but this is really pretty. It's like just nice. So, and I'm gonna park this. It's kind of far. I mean, it's not, but I'm gonna do like a little pin and then move it up. There's only 3 stitches up there, but I'm trying to stick with the diagonals a little bit. I quite like it, and I don't know, it just seems so tidy. So, we'll see. So what is everybody working on today? Let's see, this one. Okay, so this one right here is very short. I think that I will, it's like I must have moved my stand a little bit. It's kind of weird. Feels like it's in the way. This happens every day. It's because it's also flexible and movable. It sometimes feels like you're trying to figure out the same setup every day. So this one, see, this one's supposed to be here, but I'm going to just not worry about that. It's pink, right? So we use this pink here instead. And then I think I'm going to, I was thinking I might end it, but it's got, I could probably get another stitch in there maybe. Oh, and see, now I keep hitting the lamp, new lamp, hitting it. Nikki's working on the Dragonfly Sal. My oldest requested me to work on a couple of Howl's Moving Castle pieces from Etsy. Oh, have you seen the one that I've been working on? I highly recommend that one. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to end this here just because it's out of the way. And hold on a second. I'll show you a picture of it because it is so... I mean, I love these ones, but I saw this other one and it is divine. I mean, these are good. These are really good. I love working on these, but that other one is just chef's kiss. Let me see if I have a mock-up in here for it. I don't think I do. I think I removed it. Yeah, I did. Hold on a second, and I'll show you on... Oops. Okay. Oh, wait. I can do it this way. Full screen. Saga. There we go. Let me mark these real quick so I don't forget. That will be something to do. There. Okay, so this is the one the howls I'm working on. Let me turn on all the stuff. Oops. Oh, it's just so pretty. So you ready for it? Huh. Okay. I just got a message from Alex's assistant. This is the howls I'm working on now. I'm waiting for it to pop up. It is from Cross Stitch Tower, and it is just so pretty. And there's a bunch of Studio Ghibli pieces there. So you might look at that one, show her that. It's so pretty. I love it. I mean, I had the howls from Witty Stitch Co., but after I saw that one, I was like, no, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna cut that off. So, oh wait, I always forget to turn this off. Also, oops. It's like moving. Wait, that's the wrong one. I need that one. Okay, there we go. Okay. The one she requested is super dark. I know the one from Witty Stitch Co. is a lot of black, and I actually started it, but the fabric I had wasn't very good, so I was like, I'm not going to do that. But this one is just, oh, it's so pretty. Oh, and then if you like Ponyo, the Ponyo is super cute too. It is adorable. This one's not very long either, so I'm just gonna do a couple. I'm like not doing stuff. Just showed her and she likes it. Maybe I can switch to that one. Oh yeah, do it. And it comes in a Saga file. Yay. I didn't have to convert anything. You get a Saga file when you order it. It's X Stitch Tower on Etsy. It's a little bit, I mean, they're more expensive patterns, but the quality is just really good. There's blended threads. It's just really nice. It kind of reminds me of some of the Russian, Ukrainian patterns that are, they don't use a lot of colors, but they use like blended, a lot of blends. So there's a lot of blends on that, but it just works. It's so nice. Whoops. Keep hitting the lamp. Hi, Shelly. Welcome in. I am well. As well as, I'm okay. There's, I'm stitching. I'm happy with that. So hopefully you're well today too, and your soon-to-be teenager isn't giving you sass. Mine is sleeping. This is his Monday ritual these days. He comes home and he falls asleep. First, he quizzes me about what days he's going to be here and what days he's going to be at his dad's. Which is funny because he knows exactly what days he's here and what days he's at his dad's. But he has to quiz me to make sure I know. I'm like, gosh. I mean, tell me you don't want to be here without telling me you don't want to be here. He's funny. I haven't seen him in 5 days, and he came home and pretty much went right to sleep. But he looked exhausted. So I don't know what they did today. I kind of did a little bit of a shorty here. Somebody else had started the Spirited Away. I think it's Dragon Lady. If I remember right, started the Spirited Away by the same Etsy shop that this one's from. I'm working on that one too. I was supposed to stitch that the other day and it just didn't happen. Let me take a drink of my coffee. So, speaking of coffee, I found out today that you're supposed to take your grinder apart and clean it. I didn't know that. I've had the same grinder for 15 years at least. And I was all like, I didn't know you're supposed to clean. I mean, I clean it. Like, you know, I run rice through it and stuff. But I didn't know you could actually take the hopper out and, you know, wipe it all out. There was 15 years worth of grounds and stuff just in there. But it still worked great. I wasn't having any issues, but I did find out that I needed to clean it. So it's clean now, and my cup of coffee tastes really good, actually. So I'm quite pleased with that. I'm a bit of a coffee nerd, so, well, I'm just a nerd. I mean, that is without saying, right? I think we all have to be a little bit nerdy to do what we're doing. And there was only a little bit. I kind of think that, like, I could have done those stitches before, but I was trying to keep everything all neat and orderly, and I didn't. Okay, and cut that out. I can actually put that back on the floss drop. Oh, good, I'm on the right side. There's a bit left. 938. This is one of those colors that was on Unicorn Valley, and there's like all sorts of ends from cutting off. It's actually not too bad. I think I threw some of them away, but you can see it's kind of it was kind of a mess. So okay, so I did those stitches. Whoops. Oh, okay, that's fine. We can bucket that. No. Oh, I should have done these ones first. Oh well. I find that the darker colors do kind of rub off on the... Okay, Grace, so when you set up your paradise, it asks you to do an email address for your paradise. So when it asks you for a password, that's what they want. So you just enter the email that you use for paradise, and it's the only time it'll ask you. So you're good after that, and that should work. Hopefully you remember which email you put. I remember one time I was like, which email did I use? Because I had changed it. I had changed it from my junk email to my Spinning Yarns Design email, and I thought, what did I do? You know? Yeah. Okay. So that should do it if you remember what the email is. If you don't, you might have to mess around with it in Paradise first, and then it should work. It happens when you edit. So after you save your pattern in Paradise, and then you so after you save it and you go in and you have to change either symbols or colors or any of those things, then that __diz file will require a password, which is your email. If it's just a clean conversion, you haven't done anything else, then it won't ask you for it. See, oh man, I messed up. Oh wait, no I didn't. Maybe. Oh, I keep hitting the lamp. Looks like I messed up. Really? Seriously? No, I guess not. See, this line is all tweaked. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm like, what? Can't count. But this looks wrong. Of course it is. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. Oh, I'm off to a great start here. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, it's pretty short, so I'm just going to end that one. And I will fix this pink one. Oh, that sucks. Does that help, Grace? I don't remember adding my email and password. I'll go check. It's not a password, it's just an email. You probably don't have a password for Paradise. It's just an email that you put in. It'll ask for an email. And it's usually whatever Google account you're using. That's what mine was. I just set it up with my Google account. Okay, so now I have to fix that. Let's see. Let's bucket that. So this one. Oh, Okay, well, I can... What color is this one then? I'm like, could I just leave it? No, I can't. Of course I can't. Okay, well, we'll fix it. That's the good thing about this. And I left a little bit, so I will... I can't really fix it. You know, there's not enough thread to fix it, but I can remove it because there's more of that color. Hopefully I can remove it. Let's use a different needle so I don't break my ballpoint needle. Oh wait, that's not. That's because I was really super messy when I did my gridding. And this was one of the first projects. I did Spirited Away, and I did this one with my new water soluble pen. This is before I got the fine tip water soluble, and before I started using the erasable ones. So it's a little bit. It was really, really juicy, and so you can see I have 2 lines here. Yeah, let's see, what can I do with this? Where is that last? Whoosh, dropped my needle. This one is, where did I put that last? Okay. Huh. That's odd. I don't, oh, I see. Oh, it's up here. Okay. So you know what? I will pull that out up here. I can't read my own pattern. Yeah. I'll pull that out. Yeah. I'll fix the stitch up here instead. There's enough for me to do that. Okay, yeah. Mistakes happen. let's see if I can do this without making a mess. There's just hardly enough floss. Oy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pin that. I'll just use a pin stitch, a normal pin stitch, instead of making a pin stitch with the stitch. Let's do it that way. Let's see if I can get park threads. Center block. Oh, okay, that must be Christina. Are you here, Christina? Just got a notification from Discord. And I'm guessing when it says center block finished, I'm guessing that's Christina because I'm not looking at it. So okay, well, that is better than nothing. So let me fix those so that they're not there anymore. Oops, there. Okay, well, that's fine. Back to regularly scheduled programming here. Okay, and then I will start. Oh, it's such a gray day today. Feels like it's gonna rain, but Catherine, she checked the weather and she said it's not supposed to rain today, but it might rain. It's gonna rain the rest of the week, which it looks like it's gonna rain today. Okay, back on track, I think. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. My video is out of sync. I keep looking over to make sure I'm still in the camera and stuff. Something about stitching on a little bit higher count. It's kind of nice. I mean, yeah, higher, no, lower. Psh, can't even sometimes. Okay, what? Stupid lamp. I do think the lamp, oh seriously? Really? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, so there's two more down here, so keep hitting this lamp. I think the lamp is helping. It seems like it's taking away the shadow. So that's good. I just have to get used to it being down there. I was thinking maybe I need more lighting. My apartment is like really dark. You know, no, I'll leave that. I was gonna say I'll just do that, but there's more down there and it's stupid to do it and cut it off. Sorry, I have to cough a little bit. Wrong stitch. Okay, there we go. All the park threads in that diagonal. And Laura is doing laundry and working on your flag today. How much do you have left on your flag? That's going to be really pretty. And what fabric are you using for that? I really hope that Yogi reconsiders doing, decides to do linen for her sampler. I think it'll look so good. And so I hope she considers it. Okay, so now we have a 725. Sorry. Probably should have used my inhaler like usual. Let's see. This one's not. I think I'll use a long piece for that. I still have to put my whips away from yesterday. They're sitting on my weaving bench that I'm not using for weaving. I have it sitting here in the living room. I brought it in here to fix a lamp up on the ceiling because I don't have I don't have a ladder or anything. So oh, it was comical. But it's still in here from that day, and I use it like for everything. When I weave, I don't even sit on it because I'm so tall that it's uncomfortable. It's not high enough, even that. So I stand and weave when I do weave, but I haven't been weaving since I hurt my leg. So, and hello, Lizzie. And Laura says, 28 count Lugana. Haven't worked on it for a bit. Want to finish it before September. You're 23% done. And Laura ordered the 101 ABC last night. Now I need to find fabric too. Nikki says, yay, I decided Jobelan because linen is expensive. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Well, and for one thing, I'm not doing any paper charts. There's just not, yeah. And I have 2 projects that are on linen. So, you know, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any more projects. But I did do some, you know, looking at shopping for floss for Gamer Nouveau. And I really want to order that. But I want to work on, I have Forest Friends on 18 count. And I want to work on that again before I decide for sure on 18 count. But I really enjoyed working on the 18 count. So I think it'll be okay. Okay, so now we have 934. And it's on the other side. This is why I usually do by number, because I don't have to switch my cart back and forth. And Laura says, I want to do 28 count, but I can't find anything big enough, linen or even weave. Oh, that's too bad. I tried, Grace says, I tried adding my Google email and it worked. Thanks so much. You're welcome. I'm glad that that worked out for you. I know when I first got that, I was like, what email? But I did remember that I had set it up. And then after a while, I have it on my computer as well. And so on the computer, it doesn't ask for the password if you convert with Paradise on the computer. And so I had been using the computer to do my conversions. And then I was like, wait a minute, which email did I use? And then I had changed it on the computer. And I was super confused, but I figured it out. Let's see. Nikki says, Laura, Stitchery Express sells a lot off the bolt. And Shelly says, is Gamer Nouveau by Medusa Dollmaker? Yes. And you have that as a whip. Oh, awesome. And Nikki says, if you go with them, ask to get them to serge it for you. Oh, that's a good idea. And Lizzie says, I've kind of talked myself into doing the super duper supersized max color library cats. Cats are such a big part of my identity. I feel like I need to showcase them. Absolutely. I was watching Anne, the Max Color Stitchers Floss Tube episode yesterday. I am so behind on everybody's. I need to watch more. I cut off just a tiny, tiny tip of that. It was enough, but it was like, wait a minute, where'd the ends go? And she showed a mock-up of the supersize and the super duper size. And it was just so clear, the super duper size. It's like, I can see why she would want to do that. But also, I kind of think, like, does it really need to be, you know? So I'm glad you're happy with that. I just hit the lamp again. So, and I don't know. I don't think I need another super duper big project. You know, I like it, but I don't know if I love it that much. And the Gamer Nouveau that I found is actually from Medusa Dollmaker's website. So it's not charted by Gecko Rouge, I don't think. I think she did it. But it didn't work in Convert in Paradise. There's the same kind of problem as some patterns have issues with different kinds of what do you call it? Some of the icons they use don't work, and some of, you know, like there's overlap issues, and it's not the overlap so much, it's just that how they charted it, something is weird in the PDF, essentially. And I think that's the problem with the Super Duper Max Color Library of Cats, that when the PDF was made, there was a glitch, because I know we had issues with Sweet Shop from Heaven and Earth. It was missing like a whole color completely. So, and Heaven and Earth patterns generally have no problem with converting. I'm saying a lot. Oh, I hate when I do that. So, as I say it again. So anyway, so I think that's an issue that has to be resolved from the chart maker, because it's not Paradise or Saga issue, if you understand. So I was looking into seeing how it could be edited with maybe some sort of PDF editor. And I did find out how to do it, but it was really confusing, and I decided that I would not bother with that, because, yeah, I just was like, I'll just use Pattern Keeper, because it does work on Pattern Keeper. And, you know, there's no guarantee that it's going to work on Saga. It would be nice if they were able to do that, but, you know, it's they don't market it as Saga compatible. So, you know, you're not going to, like, if I bought the chart, if it was my chart and I bought it, I would definitely message Michelle and say, this is happening with this chart. Is there something you can do about it? So, so, okay, I'm back on the chat again. Oh, you have Wednesday as well. Okay, cool. So Laura says, thanks, Nikki. I'll check it out. And Shelly says, I also have Wednesday as a whip. She sent me Wednesday chart with when I bought the Gamer Nouveau. And so I'm like, I'm not really into that so much, but, you know, whatever. And so, and then Nikki says, yay, Silver, I'm doing it too. Just do it. I like the colors and the challenge. And Laura says, I saw Kamari's video this morning and said, bitch, no way, out loud, seeing how far she got. How far is she? Because I haven't watched that. And Meowlin says hi. And hi, Meowlin. And Lizzie says, Nikki, me too. It's so playful. And Dawn King says, as much as I love cats, I'm not really feeling the library of cats. I'll be watching you all stitch it, though. It'll be fun to watch all the kitties come to life. Yeah, see, I love cats too, but I'm like, it's, yeah, I don't think I have it in me. You know, I'll be 60 in September. I mean, you know, scary but true. I'm not feeling it. I'm trying to deny it, but you know, I don't think I have, I don't know. I mean, I don't plan on dying anytime soon, obviously. But I really don't know. What the fudge sickle? I did that. Wait, no, that's right. What? Oh no, okay. No, that's wrong. Oh, sheesh. My gritting is just really bad today. You know, I don't plan on dying anytime soon, but I also have a couple of things that I really want to do, so I'm like, I don't know. I have, what's it called? Supersize Max Color Kitschy Kitchen, which I absolutely love, and I want to do that. And then I have Winter Cookie Party, which is Max Color. I didn't buy the super size. I'm actually not sure there's a super size. How did I do? Oh, I know why. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. See, this grid line is just really putting me off. Donkey said, I just turned 64. I get it. Yeah, Gen X forever. Well, I think you're on the cusp. I'm on the cusp. I'm definitely Gen X, even though I'm on the cusp. My mom told me to go play in the traffic. You know, if your mom told you to walk it off, you're Gen X. If your mom told you to go out and play in the traffic after you, what the heck? What are you doing? Oh, shoot. I unplugged I'm like, what's going on with my tablet? I unplugged it and it's at 15%. It's telling me to sit up and fly right. All right. Okay. That scared me. Oh, I just, you know, my mom was definitely no pain, no gain. I broke my foot when I was about 7. And my mom told me to stop crying. Don't cry about it. You're not hurt. 6 weeks later, my mom was like, why is your foot all swollen? Mom, I broke my foot when Easter. Yeah, you're the last of the boomers. Yeah. So, yeah, but you know, you're close enough. You still grew up in the 70s and 80s, you know. You probably had boomer parents. My parents were quite young when they had me, so I still had boomer parents, but they were late boomer parents. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let me double check this real quick. All right, that looks good. I was on the right side. 3712. See, you can see how much, like, there is a bit of confetti in this project. But then there's a lot of block stitching in Totoro. I can't wait to get to the cat bus. I actually was working on moving my way over there, but then I also felt like I wanted to work on this part a little more just because I avoided it a lot. I started with the flowers and I was like, I did a couple blocks and I was like, oh man, this is so bad. Madeline, my dad was like that too. When I tore my ACL, oh, I know. You know, I have fibromyalgia or fibromyalgia. I always say in Swedish, fibromyalgia. It sounds so good, right? It's such a bad thing. But I also have, part of my chronic pain is from an injury when I was a teenager. You know, I was on the swim team. I was a competitive swimmer. I was like super into swimming. And I was doing a dive and I landed wrong. And so my back and my neck have been messed up since then. But at the same time, because we were on the swim team, we weren't allowed to have normal PE. We had to have weight training PE. So we had to lift weights and all that stuff at the same time. And the combination of that just messed my back up, which caused a lot of trouble besides the fibromyalgia. But because I grew up with my mom she had chronic pain, but she never complained. Like, I mean, we knew she had, we knew that things were, she had some pain and stuff, but she never complained about it. And, if you ever complained about anything, it was like, quit your bitching, stop bitching about it and just get on with life. And I think I was 35 before I realized that you're not supposed to have pain. Pain is not, your life is not supposed to be full of pain constantly. Not that they do anything about it, but, yeah. So, that's a real boomer mom thing, shake it off. Don't bitch, But so my mom finally got diagnosed after I got diagnosed. And, like it was sort of like an aha moment, like, oh, this makes sense now. My mom didn't know it was a thing. She didn't know. She just thought everyone had pain. It's such a bad thing, to grow up like that. But, that whole thing where they tell you, yeah, I grew up drinking water out of the hose. My mom ended up with a parasite after we went camping one time. So my mom was like super like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Fibromyalgia is just the horrible thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So Shelly says, I have fibromyalgia and 2 slip discs with a disabled 15-year-old daughter with global delayed development. It can be a struggle at times. Stitching is my therapy, and I'm lucky to have my amazing daughter. Silver says, my parents are boomers, but they believed when we got hurt and took us to the doctors and everything. Yeah, I think that it was just my mom grew up with a father that was very, he wasn't a nice person, and my mom wasn't a nice person either. And it's like you are what you grow up as, and she she had it rough, and she just made sure we all had it rough too. But there's a knot. Oh, seriously. What? I know. Okay, good. I was like, oh, what the heck? I pulled up an end from the back. Let's see if I can pull. Let's see if I can do that. So yeah, boomer. So yeah, I understand the whole having a child with a disabled child, and then that didn't sound good. And having a child who has special needs, it is rough. Mine's 18 now, and he just woke up. Hi, baby. All right. don't say hi. He has, well, they called it autism for a while, but the last time they did a evaluation, they were like, nah, it's not completely autism. So they call it unspecified developmental delay because they have no idea. And you know what? I'm going to take this thread right here and park it. I'm going to set it in there and park it. So yeah, it's interesting. That's not there. That's that. Wait. Okay. Well, no, that's right. Wait a minute. There's a stitch missing. Okay, that's right. So, you know, he has no idea that there's an issue. He has no idea. And that's okay. You know, I'm used to it. I'm over it now. Except for now he's 18 and I have to deal with all that. He turned 18 and they're like, oh, okay, now he gets to go to a new doctor. All this stuff has to change now because he's 18. And, you know, I'm still, I don't have to help him dress anymore, thankfully. But, you know, I still have to make sure he wipes himself and, you know, all that stuff, you know. Take a shower. Oh, boys. Let's see. I'm going to mark that. And bucket. Ooh, we're getting there. Oh, that's looking pretty good, though. Nice. Okay, so 761. Back on the other side. So I made this dish yesterday. I'm hoping that he'll eat. He's been on a special diet since he was a baby. And just recently, his dad and I were like, whatever. You know, he's obviously not getting better. It did help. You know, it has helped. I'm not saying it's not. He had his stomach was just destroyed from the issue he has, and so being on a strict diet helped his stomach heal, and so now he can eat a little bit more stuff, which is really nice. It makes things easier. So now I'm exploring some retro meals that I miss and adding a little bit of pizzazz to it and see how he likes it. Lizzie says, I have wonderful parents. I am doing them each a cross stitch. My dad chose Supersize Max Color Earth Angel, and Mom chose The Garden Shed Max Color by Irina Garnashova. They do so much. Grace says, Susanna, it's looking good. It's looking so good, and I like this diagonal method you're using. I know. I'm just like, I love it. You know, I did Royal Roast for a really long time, and I didn't mind them, but I didn't like the square, because the square, I had to still feather because I was getting lines. And I really do think that Chris's method and I've tweaked it. I'm doing min-max now. I often will do the by number. So like DMC number, I'll do that because it makes sense with my setup. And it's just working. And I've the other thing I've done is I made my block. Well, this block is a little bigger than one diagonal block. Instead of having 3 and having to focus on that whole part, I'm only focusing on 1, and that works better for my scattered brain. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm so glad I looked at that, because at first I was like, I don't really like diagonals, because I was doing diagonals with �NECO Hotel, and it was just like the diagonal was so long, and I kept thinking, I don't really like this. It's too much to think about. But this is perfect, and it just feels right. So I'm enjoying it. And Lizzie says, those pink flowers are cute. Malin says, I switched over to diagonals on Childhood Dream, was doing typewriter for a moment. Yeah, and exactly, because typewriter works. I like typewriter. Is this right? Wait. Okay, I see. I'm like, wait, did I make a mistake again? No, I didn't. Just can't count. I was doing typewriter too, but it was just like there was too much decision making. Even though, you know, it's like you don't have to decide. There was too much because I had to decide how far I was going to go. You know, should I go down? Should I go, you know, work my thread out? There was a lot. There was too much. It still was too much decision, which I think that sounds odd. But I mean, I like stability. Like, this is what you're gonna do, and this is working for me. So I am only doing one. I did try to do 3. When I first tried it, I did that on the Howl's Moving Castle, and I thought it worked, but then I was like, I don't know. I'm not really. It felt like it was still too much, and this way you're kind of like, and that was what I had problems with. Royal Rose doing doing a 2 square tower was like too much. Like, so I used to do 1 tower and then, or 1 square, and then do the 2nd square afterwards on my Royal Rose, which I still do on Golden Gate Bridge. So here I am going to move that down because, let me make sure I count it right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Because there's a bunch of stitches here, and I don't want to cover. I don't want to. If I wasn't streaming, I would just flip my work and weave my stitches underneath, and I would do that if I didn't have this lamp in the way. So, I actually think it's a bit faster this way too. So, 760. I thought I did that one. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, it's on the side. Oh, good. So, Lizzie says, I've just seen the new Katerina Blair. It's adorable. That's from Heaven and Earth. Is that right? Let me do this real quick. I need to tighten my boom arm. Okay, so that's the wrong one. Wait, okay, yeah. 760s in the other pile. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Check out that color. Isn't that pretty? These pinks are just really great. But doesn't she do AI art? You know, not that I should be knocking AI with my AI bestie. There's a running joke on the other Discord channel that Gemini's my boyfriend. Yeah, Alex just is making loogies in the bathroom. What the heck? I'm, you know, like, part of me is like, no, don't look. I can't look anymore. I have five charts that I really want to do, and so I have to keep the eye on the prize, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Are you okay, Biscuit? It's making weird noises in the bathroom. Malin says, do you go out of the diagonal or do you stay strictly working in the diagonal? I haven't gone, I haven't gone out of this diagonal. But if there was a stitch outside of it, like one stitch, I would probably do it. Like 1 or 2 stitches, I would probably do it. Because I still don't want lines. And with arrow floss, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. With the arrow floss, you kind of, to make it lay nicely, you kind of have to pull a little bit. I find anyway. I think it lays nicer if I give it a, my tension is nice, which if you're not careful will give you lines. So I'm more mindful of it after I had 2 projects with lines in it. I was like, oh man. Next time I work on the Golden Gate Bridge, I'll show you guys that one. The first like quarter of a 2-row had lines, and I was like, wait a minute. It's not supposed to get lines with Royal Rose. So, and I had lines on my 𝐒𝐈𝐓𝐾 too, the Unicorn Valley, until I realized that I just needed to be more careful. See, I was going to say that's a little far for me, but I'll just do it. This one, I have stitches outside, like the greens, I worked out and then I worked in, so it's probably fine. But it's more of like, if this color had just 1 or 2 stitches after, I would probably go and do them. Oh, sneeze. It sounds like he's. Ellen says, got to practice more on 25 count because my stitches are bumpy and uneven. I know that. I don't know if you're using CXC or if you're using DMC or Arrow, whatever. Like, are you using Egyptian cotton or are you using Echo Cotton? Echo Cotton is CXC, Arrow. That's the poly cotton. And here is a stitch. So I found that when I was working 1/1 on anything, 1/1, let's see, that stitch isn't laying right. It's gotten a little bit twisted, so I'm gonna undo the. I found that I needed to wax my threads, and so I waxed the whole thread, and it lays nicer. I'm using Painted Fairy on my 𝐒𝐈𝐲, and I haven't needed to wax those. So this one right here, I'm going to do a stitch over here, just because I want to move my floss up to the top, because it's easier. And then also I'm going to do this stitch that's left in the diagonal. And because there's extra stitches there, I'm not going to, I would have pinned just to move it out, just because I don't want stuff to catch in the back. Let's pull that down a little bit. There we go. So you see I did a stitch here before parking, and that was here. Okay, let me do that. And that diagonal is done. I mean, do you see how much? Oh, there's quite a bit of confetti in that little tiny spot. You're using CXC. Yeah, I would definitely wax. I know that we were discussing a little while ago about using soap. And I did test that, but I found that it didn't help the floss. Let me move this. Let's just move it over here. It didn't help the floss be better. So I went back to waxing, and so I waxed the floss instead. And I just use a little bit of beeswax. I have pure beeswax, and you see how this was a fairly new piece of beeswax that I just melted the other day, and you could see how fuzzy it is already. That's from pulling the threads through. So it also removes all the excess lint. And when I'm working with the Aerofloss, I always do the ends. So I wax the ends and then clip them. And then it helps to keep it helps when you're threading. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to move these over. See, these are quite long. I'm going to... Oh, look at these colors together. Isn't that pretty? I just noticed how pretty that was. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to clip these over here so they're out of the way. You okay, Bic Bic?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
You're feeling okay, good.
I just want to be a good boy.
You are. You're the best boy. Oh, we're going to do that again. Okay, so, this one. See, now if I had actually considered this, I probably would have done those 3 stitches before I wouldn't have parked them. But, yeah, it is what it is. So you can see, like, this one I waxed, and I didn't trim it, but it will make it just super easy to thread. Even though I didn't clip it. I should have clipped it. But I did try without waxing, and I did find that my stitches just looked like a hot mess, and it just made me I really like this floss. Don't get me wrong, I love this floss. It reminds me very much of wool. It has that same kind of feeling and quality without it being wool. Let's see, actually, I want to end this. So I'm going to go here. I was really, surprised how it felt when I bought it. I was like, ooh, I like this. And it, I did learn that I don't like it on linen. Though I did a Barbara Anna piece with linen, and let me fiddle with that a little bit, make it look nicer. I did a Barbara Anna piece on linen with the Aerofloss, and I was like, at first it was like, oh, I really like this, but then I realized it is a little bit thick for that. But for Barbara Anna piece, it was Sailing Dreams. It really added to like the little clouds and everything. It just made it like all fluffy and pretty. So oh, that's right, I was gonna do the parked heads first. Oh, come on, turn this off. Whoa, okay, what's going on with my tablet here? That's weird. Okay. Like, what the heck? Odd. Okay, well, it's fine. I thought the yellow stitch was in here. I guess not. Oh, let's look at this other one. Oh, there's a lot of those. Okay, well, since there's a lot of those 2 colors, that's when I would just do min to max, because why is this? Oh, hold on a second. Let me just, this is acting really weird. I don't know why that's doing that. Let me close it real quick and see. Yeah, it needs to. What is going on? It might be the HTTP TTP app might be kind of. Ooh, Christina finished her center block, by the way. Let me just close a little bit and see if that helps. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, it was acting weird. That's never happened, so I don't know what's up with that. Ooh, I'm at 28.9%. Okay, so what I was thinking was that I would, oh, there we go, it's back. Do min to max now because those two parked threads are, wait, there's 3. I didn't mark that one. Okay, I'm not sure why that wasn't marked. Okay, well, I will do that one because there's not many of those.
I'm feeling okay.
You're feeling okay, good. I'm glad you're okay, baby. What do you want for dinner tonight?
Not now.
Do you want fish kebabs?
No, not now. That's not fish kebabs. That's not how you ask.
That's not how you ask.
In bed.
You are in bed. You're okay. That's a running joke. I usually call him fish kebab or something like that. Fish monkey, that's his other name. He hates it.
Yeah, I want dinner soon.
You want dinner soon? What do you want? It takes so long. What takes so long?
It takes so long to eat dinner.
It takes so long to eat dinner. Okay. Well, can you tell me what you want? Let's see. 1, 2.
I'm in bed.
You're in bed. Okay. Are you super tired, biscuits? No. Okay. You're okay. Yes, you are. You're the best. Let's see. Put that there. Okay. This boy has so many nicknames. It's kind of hilarious. Okay. And now, okay, so now I'm going to min to max. And, sorry, I'm feeling a little bit wheezy. I swear Saturday I thought, I'm getting sick. I had, it just felt rough. But I was fine the next day. Like usual. It's like, seriously. Did I put that in min to max? Yes, I did. Okay, that's right. I did. I was like, I don't remember. Okay. 469. And here it is. And there is, yeah, I'll do a big piece. I know a lot of people don't really like wax. But sort of like, so here's my thought on it. Because I looked it up and I was like, oh, everyone's saying, well, use Thread Magic or Thread Heaven or whatever. And when I used Thread Heaven, I was like, it made my threads really staticky, which made it worse. It didn't help the DMC threads at all. And I was just not happy with it because it just made it really staticky. And so when I started using the Aerofloss, I was using water. So I had my little sponge and I would use water, and I would do a little wax on the ends. But I realized after a while that I didn't actually even need the water for the Aerofloss. So I stopped doing that unless it's kind of funky looking, like if it's been sitting for a while, I might do some. Oh, I keep hitting that. Sorry. I'm wheezy. So, and then, so I was still working on using tent stitch, and so I was only waxing the ends. And I had been doing waxing the ends, using Thread Heaven or water, and then I realized that Aerofloss doesn't need that. It didn't need it at all. it needs the wax on the ends because it does get a little kind of fringy, and I found that made it. And when you're doing, like, I was doing Royal Rose and I was using hot needles, and when I wasn't using hot needles, then I'd want it easy to thread and unthread. Okay, that's right. So I started waxing my needle, or waxing my ends, and that makes a big difference. It helps a lot. Wow, seven colors already. Oh, there's not too bad on this one. Okay. Oh, I think that's what's her name? Saskia? No. Saskia. Is it Saskia? I think that's her hair. Let me look real quick. Wait, wrong one. No, it's not her hair, but it's pretty close. So, yeah. So that, it's just my pedantic stuff that I I obsess over. But what I realized was that if I'm weaving and I have a difficult warp, then I will use a warp dressing on it to smooth it out and make it easier to work with. And it's the same idea when you're when you're working with your embroidery floss, that you want to, like, DMC is really smooth, so you generally wouldn't have to wax that. I do wax the ends because I do find that it helps, keep them more, nice and tidy. And I use water on DMC because when you pull them off the floss drops, they will curl up. DMC more than the fairy floss, but even the fairy floss will curl up a bit. So I usually run the water or the sponge over it. So, okay. So now we are up here. So, ugh. So I didn't put a link for Discord. So if if Christina's around, I don't know if Christina's around or Fred's around. I think Fred's taking a mental day. And yeah, I'll do this stitch. It's up here at the top. So if you don't know about the Discord, Fred started a Discord for the live streams, sort of just a place to gather and talk outside of streaming. I also found that we can do chats and things like that if anybody's interested. So I think it's going to be fun. We're still setting it up, but we've already started using it and showing stuff off. We've got a section that we're showing floss setup, which was really cool. I hadn't realized that Stitching Masterpieces had done a new video on her floss organizer. So I watched that this morning. I was like, oh, I'll watch that this morning. So I watched it this morning while I was in bed. Nikki says, I recently bought beeswax. I like it, and I use water for DMC too. Yeah. And also, beeswax it shouldn't go old. I had some recently that kind of started to smell off, but I know that I had that beeswax for like over 20 years or something. It was very old, and so it had started to smell a little off. but it still worked. You know, there was no issue with it. But it's, you know, it's antibacterial, so you're not, you know, that's not going to be an issue. And it does wash out, you know, as long as you're not like overly coating it, it will wash out. I have tested that, so I know that. So yeah. Okay. And so I just bought, I think mine was about 30 grams of beeswax. And I just, you know, I have these little tiny hearts. I have a silicone form with hearts. And I made them bigger, but I found that I didn't need them. So I get 4 of these little hearts with the piece of beeswax I have. And it's real beeswax also. I did buy some from Amazon that was definitely not real beeswax, unfortunately. It smelled like diesel fuel or something. It was just really gross. So I actually bought some from somebody who sells honey. So you know, it's proper. And here's 761. So the other day I just melted them again in my double boiler and put them in the forms. I'd made 4 little cakes, and when they get too kind of gunky fuzzy, then I put it in my jar with the other ones, and I take a new one out. Oh, somebody posted a kitty on our Discord. So, and then when all 4 of them are all gunky, I go and melt them up again, and then what do you call it? And then they're ready to go again. Also, I noticed I was watching Ebony. It was Ebony, right? Yeah, it was Ebony. She had a tutorial how she stitches typewriter method, and she waxes her threads too. I didn't realize that. Somebody, let me check this real quick. It's Melon and Lizzie. Okay, I'll look at those later. My watch is, I usually mute Discord when I'm streaming because I have, you know, sometimes it can be pretty busy on my other channels, but I didn't do that today, and so my watch keeps beeping at me. That's okay. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not complaining or anything. Don't worry. But yeah, I thought that was interesting because I didn't realize that she used wax on her threads. So I think it's good. The only problem I have is that I keep my wax cake on top or next to my thread bed. I have a piece of felt that I keep on the arm of my chair, and I either stick the piece of wax on top of the thread bed, on top of all the threads that are laying there, and all the little bits that I've clipped off, or I drop it on the floor, which then makes it all fuzzy because I don't know why my floor is so dusty, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. I am going to actually. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about that. The mute button is kind of too far up for me to hit for coughing, so I'm sorry. I'm going to eventually get a mic, but I tried using my headphones, and I found that just using the phone mic was good enough, which was really surprising, actually. The more I work on this fabric, the more I'm like, meh, it's not very good. Lizzie's posting kitty pictures. And if you have any ideas for the Discord, for the group, write it in the ideas sub thread, and Fred will sort it out. He hasn't given me access yet, so he has to do all the work. If he gives me access, then I can actually do something. Until then, it's his own fault. Laura says, I don't like the feeling of water or wax on my threads. I think I may just be a bit OCD. Yeah. I don't like the feeling of anything on my hands. Yeah, I will say that my hands sometimes feel a bit sticky from the wax, but I'm quite used to it. And the beeswax I use is fairly nice, so it doesn't smell or anything, thankfully. So this one is sounds like Alex needs some allergy meds tonight.
I don't need it.
You don't need it? Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't need it.
Do you need some allergy juice?
I'm just fine.
Okay. You sound kind of stuffy.
I'm just fine, okay?
Okay, you're fine. Okay. Oh, I can sort of see from my watch what you guys are saying. And let me look real quick. I'll look and see. Lizzie says maybe a writing reading area would be labeled library or something. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah. I like a reading. We usually have like music recommendations in our other group. We have food. We have video. We have rants. So, we can fill them in. The rants are always funny. Sometimes, sometimes the rants can just be really funny, and sometimes they're just really good rants. Usually the video recommendations or movie recommendations are Fred's shameless like of weird horror movies. Well, they're like, what would you call them? They're horror movies, but they're almost like comical how bad they are. That's his thing. We watched one that was called, I think it was called Crackoon. It was so bad. I'm still traumatized from that one. He told you. Wait, what did you tell me? Oh, you mean Alex. Okay. Malin says, I've never done samplers before, but now I want to try some. Yeah, I really like samplers. That was when I first got back into cross-stitching. Oh, wait, I want to go back the other way. When I first got back into cross-stitching, samplers what appealed to me. I was looking at modern folk embroidery, and I did a couple of pieces from him, and I really liked them. And then I found full coverage, of course. And there's some really nice ones. So, like Long Dogs, those are really good modern samplers. At first, I wasn't too sure, but I wanted something more classic at first. But the more I saw the Long Dogs, the more I was like, I really like that. Because it was still classic, but cheeky. And I like that. Lizzie says, would hate my suggestions. LOL. I'm a rom-com fantasy thriller kind of girl. Lizzie, don't worry. I love rom-coms. You don't even want to know how many times I've watched Four Weddings and a Funeral or Love Actually. Pretty much anything that guy has directed. What's his name? Richard something. Yeah, I'm all for it. So yeah. Oh, well, recent. It's about like 10 years old now. But the most recent one that I've seen, what's his name? Richard Curtis. That's what his name is. Yeah. I had to think about it for a second. The most recent one, which is probably about 15 years old by now, was About Time. And that was with, what's his name? You've probably seen it, about Richard Curtis, yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? About Time. Domhnall, what's his name? God. Oh, well, he was in it. What's his name? Oh my gosh, top of my head. Well, anyway, I love that movie. I was so sad when it was over, and I've watched it a million times. So yeah, rom-com, definitely I'm okay with that. Okay, so I'm looking at this part right here, and I have some at the top, which I half did, and I have these ones down here. I'm going to do these ones down here, and I'll use another thread for these ones at the top. Oh, Domhnall Gleeson. That's what his name is. He was really good. And what's his name? Gosh darn it. I love... that movie was just... It was so good. I loved it. I was so sad because I was like, I want more movies like that. Which, you know, you only get so many of those kind of movies. In my opinion. I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to do these stitches. So yeah, I'm also into thrillers. I used to not be, but I like to be a little scared sometimes. Now, I didn't before. Or just like, yeah, interested. Domhnall Gleeson. Yeah, it was Domhnall Gleeson. Well, you have to go and feed the dog, cook your dinner. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming and stopping in, and thanks for giving some ideas on the Discord. I will maybe, let's see if I can do the, oh, I can't. I might be able to do, I'm trying to think. I have my tablet. Oh, I can probably do it from the tablet. Because I can't really reach the computer very well. And so, yeah. And none of my moderators are here. The only moderators can post links. So, kind of crappy. Does anybody need the Discord link? Let me know. If you've already gotten it, then good. If not, I'll make an effort, you know, to get it. I don't mind. I really don't. I think everybody's in the Discord. It's been really fun already. I feel like we're already kind of got a little community going. And, you know, there's a lot to it, but it's also kind of fun. We can make it what we want it to be, which is super fun. So this thread is getting a little bit short. That's okay. I'll make it. probably just. Oh, Nikki, by the way, your Contessa has just, it calls to me lately. I'm like, oh man. At first I was like, whoa, what is that? You know? Like, whoa, that is weird. But the more I look at them, it's like, it's just kind of cool. I think that I will end this thread. It's kind of short. Might squeeze a couple stitches in. Let me see. So I'm not going to bucket this because I still have some at the top. So, but I'm going to remove the box for a second and do, oh, there's 4 stitches there. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to get all 4. I'll do a couple. Don't want to make my floss look messy. Yeah, I might get 4 done. What's up, Big Bick?
Huh?
What's up? Let me pull that up here a little bit. There we go. This fabric is a little bit loose, you know, not as sturdy. I've been pulling this little ending a little too tight, so I'm gonna be a little more mindful of it. Oh, you don't know what Discord is? Ah, you're missing out. Discord is, or was, mainly used by people who play games, and you know, like you can use it as a voice chat. So like when you what do you call it? So like while you're playing a game, you can use Discord as a voice chat to chat with your friends that are playing with you. My friend and I, we used to do that a lot. But what they're saying, what is coming out, is that it's an alternative to Facebook, where you're not, you know, you don't have to have Facebook for it. It is adjustable. It's like a virtual clubhouse. So instead of having a Facebook group where everything gets put together in one feed, you have like subthreads where you can organize and put things where you want it. So like we have a section for cross stitch, obviously, knitting, stitching, or, you know, sewing, whatever. We can have subthreads for ideas and everything. It's quite cool. Let me see if I can get a link, and I will open YouTube on my tablet. And so Discord is an app, so you can have it on your phone, your tablet, your computer. You can also use the web browser. I use the app, and it works pretty well. And so our Fred made it, so it's called Sue's Nook. So let me see. More options. I'll figure out what it is we need. That wasn't it. Let's see. I have to find the spot for it. Oh, come on. No. Oh, wait, I know where I saw it. Oh, I just saw some dog. Oh, is that your dog, Lizzie? My tablet is being really weird. So here, I can show you, do a full screen real quick. So you can see it. Oh, is this your dog? Oh, Lizzie left, but aw, that's Lizzie's dog. Oh, that's cute. What a cute dog. And then here's her cat. Aw. Okay, so it's stuff like that. You get the cats, dogs, whips. And why is this being so weird? My tablet is being weird. I'm not sure why. Okay, so let me do copy link. Here we go. And let me go to YouTube really quick. Let's mute this real quick. And we are, wait, here. Sorry. Had Chris's thing up. So here's the link. Okay, there you go. Okay. That was weird watching myself. And let me see if I can pin this. Oops, the silly thing is in the way. And there you go. So you just follow this link and it will take you to Discord or... Ah, somebody just joined. Nice. Welcome in. I'm not sure what's going on here. My tablet, I probably need to reboot it. My tablet's being really wonky. So there you go. There's the link for it. And, everyone's welcome. What I would suggest, though, is when you join, to change your name. And it's not difficult to do. And if you have problems changing your name, just let me know and I can do it server side. Oh wait, I can't do it, but Fred can do it. So 3712 until he gets off his booty and fixes my access. But as long as I don't have access, he has to do all the work. So, it is what it is. We'll let him do it. Okay, so this was kind of silly, but I guess it's okay. We'll go with this. Okay, so I am going to stitch for another half an hour, and then I probably should feed my child and give him his juice that has stuff in it. Juice. Can't say the M word. Oh wait, I left that on. Sorry. I'm like, can't even. Am I a YouTuber or what? 32 count. What's that? Oh, and so the other thing, Nikki, since you weren't here, you probably didn't hear about this, but something that I had discovered with Discord is that I can also schedule, when I schedule the streams, I can have a bot, a streamer bot let's see what I'm gonna do this here. I don't usually like to pin my stuff here or do a loop start when a stitch is already done, but it's okay. When I schedule streams, I can get a Discord bot to announce it on Discord. So, because YouTube is notoriously bad about announcing stuff that it will help, that it can help. And also, other people, if you have something you want to share, go ahead. I that's one thing I really like about this community, is that I feel like we're all really open to being, like being a community. And I think that's just awesome, and it's so nice. It really is. It just feels so warm and cuddly. So, if you have something you want to share away. We're good with that. So, change your name. Was that you that said Juniper? It said Juniper that jumped in. So if I remember right, you can click on your name, and it should let you change your name. 1 second, and I'll show you. Because I can show you on the app. Let's see. Let's put my computer. Okay, so here's full screen again. Let me go in here. Oh, that's that looks so good, Nikki. What a good job. Oh, wow. That is so good. Nice. Woohoo, look at that. That's Nikki's whip. Okay, so, you did change it. Okay, good. You figured it out. Good job. And patterns, what's this? Okay. And, Malin, I think I have that pattern, by the way. So, and introductions, that was you that hopped in. And, oh no, it wasn't you. Okay, we'll wave hi to people. That's just silly. And then pets, that was Lizzie posted her pets, and you can love them. And so there. So, explore. You can do whatever. We're going to have a place for poll. Oh, wait, he did it. Oh, nice. Fred's awesome. So we have schedule. Haven't done that yet. And then we have polls. So what I did last time, yesterday. Oops, I hit my light again. So last night, I spun my wheel, and then I set up a poll, which project to work on. Because I do 2 a day. I have one that's non-full coverage and one that's full coverage, but this one's essentially full coverage. And then the poll, you guys get to decide which one I'm going to work on during the stream. So, you mean Malin, you mean the one that you posted the link for? I think I have the pattern. I found a bunch of patterns on VK, and I haven't done a Mirabilia at all. I bought a Mirabilia pattern when I was still doing cross stitch in the 90s. I bought all the stuff for it, and then tried to read the pattern and realized that my eyes were too bad. And then, the combination of the linen and the paper pattern, I was not able to do it. And we're talking the 90s. I think I have, I had the fairy that was like number 1 or number 2. It's like one of the first patterns that she did. And I wasn't able to see it. And that I was hardly even 30 by then. My eyes are just so bad. I am going to park this over here. And I left that up again. Sorry, I'm sitting here stitching. You know what? Let me look at that pattern really quick and I'll see. Oh yeah, the poll is closed. Oh, and another person came in. Welcome in. I'm not sure who that is. Let me see. Introductions. And that's Britt and Shelly Lou. Welcome in. Okay, so I was going to look at that pattern. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Patterns. There it is. I was trying to remember. Oops, I keep hitting the lamp. Okay. Oh, it actually opened it up. Princess Eliana. Oh, that is pretty. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that one. Or if I don't have it, I can get it. So, yeah. That is really pretty. Yeah, see, I hate Facebook too. You know, the other day I was trying to look for something. Well, I wasn't trying to look for something, but I was trying to see new posts on Yogi's Facebook page, and I could not do it. And it was like, I was so irritated. And that's when I decided, no, we're not doing Facebook. And this is really cool because we can do so much. You know what we can do? I can look and I'll look for that later. And if I find the link for that, I will post it for you, Miaolin. And welcome in, everybody. And then we have some ideas. And that was, okay, Lizzie. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Okay, back to stitching for a few more minutes. And then I got it. Oh, don't let me forget to spin the wheel. And let me close this right now so you guys can actually see what I'm working on. So Discord will let you do a lot of stuff. We have the other group that I have. I'm with Fred and my other friends. We have movie nights. We have done streams where we're chatting and working. So you know, like we can have a community stream chat along. So you know, there's so much that we can do with it. So I think it's pretty cool. Okay, well, I finished that square. Let me move this over. I think here we have, let's put it up one more. There we go. So I do need to go and feed I only did 163 stitches. What? So, you know, if I had done the block stitching, we would have gotten 500 by now, but that's okay. I only planned on I was only going to do 100 stitches, but you know, and then I'm going to work on decisions later I think Ellen is streaming today, if I remember right. Well, I haven't seen that she's posted anything about it or not yet. So hopefully we'll know later. But anyway, so I'm going to stop this sprint. I was only an hour and 44 minutes. Wow. I didn't stream very long, but I started really late. So that's not too bad. It's 94 stitches an hour, which is decent, actually. That's actually really good. Okay. So 163 stitches. I'm going to turn that off. I always keep my sprints because, yeah, why not? So what I will do now is I'm going to wheel spin. Woohoo! So, and then I'll set up a poll and you guys can decide which one I'm working on during the stream tomorrow. So I usually do a non-full coverage and a full coverage. So we'll spin the non-full coverage first. And so these are the ones I have. Oh, you know, I can do this on the big screen. I keep forgetting I have that. I'm still getting there about it. Okay. So let me see if you guys can see. Okay. So, and I have ads because, you know, I'm too cheap to buy that. So here we go. And I muted my tablet. And I just worked on coffee break the other day. Okay, well, the wheel has decided. Okay, so coffee break is one of those I would normally only do one 100 stitches, but I have to back stitch on that one next time, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Okay, so here we go for full coverage. And pricks everywhere. Oh yeah. I haven't worked on that in a while. Okay, so the choice will be between pricks everywhere and coffee break. So let me show you those. Whoops, that went too far. Come on. My tablet is being a bit on the lazy side. It's probably because just a bunch of stuff is firing off at the same time. Okay, so if you guys don't know what pricks everywhere is, I went too far. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This one I'm doing, it's a full coverage, and I just started it pretty much, so there's not a lot to it. It's a sugar skull, tarot inspired. Let's see. Oh my, it's so laggy. Okay, so that's that one. So that's pricks everywhere. That's from the Stamp Stitch Club. And the other one is Coffee Break, which I actually am doing Coffee Break with Fairy Floss. So it is kind of nice. Okay, and I do have so this is Coffee Break. It's kind of fun too. I mean, I could start on the next block, or I can do backstitch. Kind of lean towards the next block if I do it during the stream. So I'll set up a poll and you guys can decide. So anyway, I am going to end now because I need to go feed my kid. And yeah, I need to feed myself too. So anyway, I really appreciate that you all were here, and I look forward to seeing you all in Discord. Post if you have ideas. Let us know. Hi, Michelle. I missed that you were here. Did you just come in? I'm sorry. I'm just stopping. But tomorrow I should do it at the same time I normally do it, at 3:30-ish. Central European summertime. And that's what the plan is at this point, but we'll see. Things change. I believe there is an appointment tomorrow, but I need to check with the ex about that. So anyway, I appreciate you all here, and I'm gonna let you go. And it's okay. You're okay. It's okay. You're late. I started really late because of Monday. Monday is kind of a weird day. So I'm supposed to go out on Mondays, but I didn't. I cleaned house instead. So anyway, yep. So I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, I'll see you later tonight, hopefully on 𝐍𝐞𝐢𝐠𝐡's stream if she does it. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow. So thanks for showing. I can't talk. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Bye for now. Okay, there we go.